On Saturday, February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, it's the Pro Volleyball Federation's first All-Star match. The league's biggest stars will clash in a can't-miss event hosted in the Indy metro area, home of the Indy Ignite. Catch every serve, spike, and save live on CBS. Don't miss this historic showdown of volleyball's finest. The Pro Volleyball Federation All-Star Match on February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Be there.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This February, stay in and watch Glory starring Denzel Washington and Matthew Broderick, or the rom-com Breaking All the Rules with Jamie Foxx and Gabrielle Union. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
Delve into a world of secrets. The BBC's Global Investigations podcast, breaking major news stories around the world.
A BBC investigation finds that Mohammed Al-Fayed, former owner of Harrods, was accused of raping 5 members of staff.
Mohammed Al-Fayed was like an apex predator.
From the top of British society to the heart of global fashion brands.
The former boss of clothing brand Abercrombie & Fitch is accused of exploiting young men for sex.
Search for World of Secrets wherever you get your BBC podcasts.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
You look tan.
I've been to every city in Mexico. Came across an unclaimed piece of meat in Baja. Turned out to be Rosie. Guess you picked a knife fight with somebody better.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number 1. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang. Yeah! Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 4th day of February 2025. Good chilly morning out there. It's Tuesday. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. And my name is Chris Hockey. And I froze my turds off coming in here. So bundle up, ladies and gentlemen. If your car's outside, let it run for about, 3 hours. That's not great for the environment, but at least your tootsies will be warm. Hey, here we go. It's Johnny Bones Day, Tuesday. Then we got Marzi Gellner, I think. And was that it? Let me think. Tuesday. What else happens on Tuesday? I think that's it. That's plenty, though, right? I mean, come on. Let's go. Here's some comedy from Nate Bargatze. It's Power Trip Morning Show on a Tuesday morning. I know, Tuesday tires, we're going to get you moving. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
So, in our neighborhood, we live in a cul-de-sac, which is very exciting because I grew up on a straight street, and I always dreamed of living in a cul-de-sac. You see them, and you're like, can you imagine being up in one of those? We do all the cul-de-sac stuff, like if anybody comes down there, we're like, what are you doing down? Just any car, like, you better get out of our cul-de-sac. We take our trash out one of the days. I don't know the day, but it's a day. We do it. There is one day. I know we forgot to take it out a couple weeks ago. That stress could break up a family. All week was like, everybody eat out of your hands. We had friends over, like, put your trash in your pockets, stick it in your homes.
Everything is chaos.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side.
Ballish to me, but
the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Power Trip Morning Show, February 4th. It's Tuesday. I'm Corey. That's Chris. That's Paul. There's Max. Johnny Bones will be bringing coffee in shortly. That'll be good.
Beautiful bastard.
Need some coffee for sure.
Yeah.
Abbott and I were talking yesterday.
Oh, no.
And he goes,
Did you lose a bet?
Kind of. And he goes, there's an article in one of the papers about like taking the perfect nap. And he's like, I think the Power Trip should probably read it. And I go, yeah, but is it one of those articles where it says you should take a 20-minute nap? He's like, essentially. I'm like, well, then hard pass.
Yeah, screw those guys.
Hard pass.
That's not going to work.
Hard pass.
Nobody does that.
Nobody.
No.
No, maybe Lieber.
Yeah, okay. Only like ultra fit, cool people like Lieber do that.
Yeah, 7-minute power naps, right?
That?
No.
Ultra fit people.
No, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
No, that sounds dumb.
If I do that, it's because the cat woke me up by jumping on my nutsack.
Yeah. You need
And then you
a
can't fall
cigarette.
back.
Yep.
Then you
And I
can't fall
mean the
back to
basketball
sleep.
player.
Oh,
sure.
Well, that's kind of him.
Yeah.
You have a tall ceiling.
I'm
jumping in your house.
I'm glad he kept that promise with you.
I like to take naps on basketball courts.
Oh.
Don't kink shame me.
I'm not. That's Corey's bit.
Corey, he kink shamed me just now.
I love it.
Yeah. Kink shaming is Corey's king.
God, it's the best.
Yeah.
I just hate what other people are into.
I'm into
But it works.
Oh, wow. Wow. I mean, we took that
That's
test
gross.
yesterday and
See?
there's Hawk. We're in the harbor hour, though.
Oh, you took the test yesterday? The
I've taken
compliance
so many
test?
tests. I don't know. I keep thinking I'm taking the same test over and over and over again.
Yeah, I gotta do that stuff.
I should
Man,
do that today,
I
too.
can't wait for today's meeting.
Yeah. Did you know they called Hawk and it's like, please be nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I got a text. I don't get a phone call.
I got a call. Well, you don't do the things I do, but I got a call, and I'm going to be good today. I'm going to be real good because I had a listener one day in the elevator. He was waiting out here because he won a prize off some show, and he was a fan of the show. And then he goes, why are you guys always so butthurt in the mornings? That's what he asked me.
Jeez.
And I was like, you know what?
Nice
He's
to
right.
meet you, sir.
No, he's right though. He's right. Like he's got a real job, and he's going to work right now. And here I am, butthurt, in my chair doing radio. And I thought, you know what? That's right. He's right. I should feel good about my job, and at least not bitch too much about it. You know?
Yeah. At
It's
least
true.
for today.
Yeah. Yeah.
The bonus will be here soon, though.
Yeah.
That said,
Yeah. It's Tuesday.
ironically,
Oh, boy.
my butt does hurt.
Why?
I'm a little sore.
You got sore slabs?
Nah, it's sex.
Wow.
It was from working out, baby.
Oh, yeah. Good for you.
Me and Lieber were such good, healthy individuals.
Oh, yeah?
No, you guys.
That caused absolute silence.
Yeah.
Listen. All right, whatever. Here's a question for you, Corey. Whatever. Do you think what's his face over there?
Me?
How'd you know it's not about you? I could have been talking about John Justice or whatever the hell the guy's name is.
He could have been. He could have been talking about John.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I think it was it.
Why did you assume it was you? God, everything is about you, isn't it?
He said, yeah.
I said over there. I didn't mean. I could have been talking about.
No, you're right.
Yeah. How do you know he wasn't pointing? You weren't looking over at
What's
Chris.
the Marine song about?
You could have been talking about Chris Chevrolet over there.
Yeah.
Over there.
At K102.
Yeah, old Chevy.
Yeah, Chris Van.
Who do you believe he remembers the name of the young lady who starred as Ally McBeal?
Yes, he does. I think he does.
What's his face?
You don't?
Are you talking
No,
to me?
you're what's his face. Yeah.
It's the lady who played Ally McBeal is Harrison Ford's wife.
That's not the answer I'm looking for.
Her name is...
You got this. Come on, slut.
Christy McVie. I don't...
Kind of close.
Do you really remember? Please be honest for once in your damned life.
I do not.
Do you remember?
That's Callista Flockhart.
That's right.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
correct.
I used
That
to
is
have a
correct.
major crush on her. Ally McBeal was my mom's favorite show.
She's very fit, like me and Lieber.
She's also probably butthurt.
Yeah.
Thanks to Red Hulk.
Yeah, Red Hulk crushed her.
Oh man. Yeah. I'm listening to this book I listened to 100 million years ago called Danse Macabre.
What?
That Stephen King wrote about writing horror fiction. You know? And he brought up a great point that I never thought of. But the Hulk, you know, old Bud Birdwell, whatever the hell the guy's name was.
Bruce Banner.
Thank you.
Bud Burnwell.
he every time he turned to the Hulk, he lost his shoes, but he always had them again.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell did he get his shoes? Did he have to go buy shoes?
Right, and his clothes obviously ripped and stuff as well. So his entire wardrobe would be gone every time.
Yeah. Where the hell did you get your shoes? Big green bastard.
That's a wasteful superpower.
Yeah.
Right, that doesn't make any sense. I'm out.
Yeah.
Right, not going to work.
That's not gonna make
Can't watch that.
And you know what else? You know what else, dude? The Hulk was obviously not married because he'd be green all the time.
Oh.
Because he'll be pissed about something. Right? Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like me when I'm married.
Oh. Well, according to that one listener, you'd be green all the time, too, in the morning.
Yeah, I'm butthurt. I really am, though. Damn it, man. Right there.
Everybody has the right to complain about their
You're
job.
right.
It's all relative.
You're right.
Right, CEOs probably hate their job once in a while. NBA players hate their job once in a while. Everybody hates their job once in a while.
Yeah.
Everybody feels they're getting slighted somehow.
I'm sure Jeffrey Bezos has a bad day.
I love my job. It's my bosses.
Wow. I thought we were...
I'm kidding. It's a joke. Am I not allowed to joke on this show? Jokey Jokerson?
That's you. You're also
Son of a bitch. Keep up with your nicknames.
You're what's his face, and you're hey over there, and you're that guy.
Jokey Jokerson?
Yeah.
No, you're allowed to make jokes. I find it funny.
You prefer Joseph?
Corey.
Yes, sir.
Is Captain DA over there?
Captain Deadass?
Yep. That's who you
wish. Yeah, that's me. I'm here.
Does he remember what television show had the tagline, "The truth is out there"?
Yes.
I mean, I would guess Unsolved Mysteries.
No.
I knew it. I knew he didn't.
Man.
You're Captain DA.
What is it?
X-Files.
X-Files,
Oh,
bitch.
I didn't watch that stupid
man,
show.
Made me cuss at you. You didn't watch X-Files?
No.
Oh, dude.
Too scary.
Abigail was watching it, and it was like from the very first episode, you know? I was like, A, this show's terrible. But it was great for the time. B, Scully and Mulder were obviously...
Yeah.
Wow.
It was so obvious.
all the time.
Yeah, the truth is out there.
Well, didn't
They're doing
David...
it.
Such a good show.
David
Koresh,
Duchovny...
Sure, he loved it.
David Koresh watch that show?
Fan.
Didn't David Duchovny go to
Sex addiction.
that? Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
his
it's called
character
being a
though.
guy. Am I right?
Right. Talk about it.
Pop music.
Talk about. I like this game, even though I'm terrible at it.
Good. Let's do another one then, Captain Butthole.
Now I'm Jokey Jokerson. Hey, that guy. Deadass.
Does he remember, Corey, the name of the band that sang the Friends theme song?
Ooh. Poker face over there.
Do me a favor, Sauce. When you answer, don't be butthurt.
I'm going to say no. Nope.
Is it the Rembrandts?
Wow. Wow. How do you
My wife watches that show all the time.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you know the theme song.
Yeah.
singer.
That's a weird thing to guess with a question mark. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like is that the Offspring?
Right.
Like Rembrandt's the only thing they're known
Right.
for is the Friends theme song. I can't even imagine how much money it's made them.
Yeah.
One of the two guys played the guitar solo on My Kind of Crazy by Chris Hockey.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Is that right?
Uh-huh. You guys don't care at all. Look at you.
No, I care.
Oh, thank you, Captain.
Well then,
Obvious.
Again, you've worked with the guy. Then is he rich as hell?
I never met him.
Oh, you never met him. Man, he's got to have a ton of money.
I bet he does.
Yeah, he has to.
Might have been Cherry Hill.
Remember the band, the Bare Naked Ladies?
Never heard of them.
They wrote the song for
Big Bang Theory.
I bet that's made them. I think that's made them over $70 million. And that's not Friends.
Right. You're guessing though. Am I right?
I mean, Friends had. I mean, they're both in syndication, I guess. Yeah.
Did you know Sepultura wrote the theme song to Third Rock from the Sun?
No. How does that go?
Well, I'd like you to guess.
We're not. Wait, me?
Are you paying attention this morning?
Yes. I'm not on my phone.
Are you mad because Abbott called me and Abbott called Chris but just texted you?
He is mad about it.
Of course.
I just started talking to him about it like, man, can you believe that call we got yesterday?
No, I didn't get it. I'm a third-class citizen compared to you guys.
Yeah, you are the B team.
No, for sure. I am the BTs, and I have BTs.
He didn't hear me.
No, I didn't. You said B team. I tried to make a bad joke. Yeah, no. Abbott doesn't care about me.
He does care about you.
Nah, he doesn't.
He does. He just knows you're not going to raise a fuss.
Well, I know, but he shouldn't have to call you. You're an adult. You are a very well-to-do man.
Am I?
Wonder what the point was you were trying to make there. That was interesting.
I think he's right. I am a very well-to-do man.
You are.
Prostitution in the Wild West. How much fun was that?
The good old days.
Yeah.
What?
I
What do you mean what? It's a fascinating question.
It really is. Did you know that Madame Belle Breezing, who lived from 1860 to 1940, was the inspiration for the Madame in the novel Gone with the Wind? And she owned the best brothel in Lexington, Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what made it the best brothel in Lexington, Kentucky?
No.
So how did that differentiate between the second and third and fourth best?
Yeah. I'll tell you how. The rest of them.
Oh. Got it.
Wait.
Whoa, man, you are. Wow. Are you doing shadow art?
I don't know what's wrong with me today.
It's Tuesday. Bonus is going to be here.
Yeah.
And we already talked about, they should not have scheduled a meeting for a Tuesday because this is the day we want to go scorched earth almost every week. Bonus brings it out of us. Why are they meeting with us today?
Correct.
We're already in the wrong mood.
Yeah.
And these aren't like slappies. These are people like all the way up the ladder.
It's the main
like
guy.
outside of the market, all the way up the ladder.
Do you think this is where I get canned?
It may have been discussed on our phone calls.
I'll tell you what. If you do get canned, you're going to be butthurt for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know
I'll
what
be
I mean?
devastated.
No, that's not what I meant. Hey, no, I told Abbott this very thing. I said, Mr. Abbott, I promise you I will be on my best behavior because I see this as an opportunity. We have the ear of the bigwigs, and they're going to pat us on the back a little bit, and I'm going to say, thank you. Now, here's what I would like.
And that'll be it.
Yeah, that'll be it.
That'll probably be it. At least I'll have an opportunity to say, oh, thank you. And then I will say, can I ask you a question?
Who, me?
No, we're talking to the bosses here.
Oh, my God. May I ask you a question? And they'll say, sure, go ahead. And I'll say, what do we got to do to be nominated for an iHeartRadio podcast? I really will. And and you know what? I asked Abbott if I could ask that question. He said, absolutely, you should. Just be respectful, you hillbilly son of a bitch.
Wow.
He didn't say that, but man, did he think it.
Yeah, he did think
You know
that.
he did.
Yeah.
You could see it in his eyes sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should have just said no.
No, I'm telling you, it's going to be good for us.
But
where are you guys going to do the
We've
meeting?
had like 15 meetings that were supposed to be good for us in the last 10-ish years.
Yeah.
And we're a guinea pig for a couple of months, and then that thing fades away.
Well, like YouTube, is that still going?
Sure, YouTube's doing really well.
Yeah, they're doing good.
What about Facebook Live?
Kicking ass.
Yeah, what about Periscope?
Nailing it.
I forgot about that.
You loved Periscope.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were all in on Periscope.
Is that the one with the little 10-minute movies?
No, that's Brazzers. No, that was
I
where.
still love Brazzers.
Yeah, don't you have a password for it?
I sure do.
Yeah.
You're only doing it because of the corporate mandate, though,
For the
right?
5 millionth time, you cannot have my password.
And
those ladies need to make money.
You love BTs at work.
Classic site.
Classic.
Did they do Down Under?
Sure.
Yeah.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.
On Saturday, February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, it's the Pro Volleyball Federation's first All-Star match. The league's biggest stars will clash in a can't-miss event hosted in the Indy metro area, home of the Indy Ignite. Catch every serve, spike, and save live on CBS. Don't miss this historic showdown of volleyball's finest. The Pro Volleyball Federation All-Star Match on February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Be there.
right, bonus is here. We can start ripping. God, and we were in such a good mood before bonus got here.
Ripping.
Hey, John, thanks for the coffee. I'll wake up this morning.
Thanks, Boney.
Johnny Bones.
Hi, kids.
Johnny Bones.
Can I go to the meeting?
Well, I believe it's a virtual one anyway, but you can sit in on it.
Even easier.
Even easier.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'll just listen over one of your guys' shoulders.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to miss much.
I'm excited to talk to them.
I'm excited too. I really am. I think this is going to be great. I am. I'm very excited.
I want to hear about the strategies. This is great.
Yeah, I would like. And then, can you do me a favor? Can you tell them what'll really work? Seriously, I mean, you're very.
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
You're a very successful gentleman when it comes to podcasts. I turn my own mic off. No, I turn my mic off.
Wow. How did you do that?
That is future Chris Hockey trying to save the job.
That's exactly right.
Present day for you.
I just came back in time and just turned my mic off.
Yeah. Be cool.
You guys have no idea what was about to happen just now.
Yeah. It's like McConaughey in Interstellar just banging on the window like, no!
So what you're saying is you had the ability to go back in time and all you did was that?
Yeah. And you still made the same choice anyway.
God, that's such an underrated movie.
It really is.
John,
I
you've
have
seen it?
I have not either.
Interstellar is awesome.
Almost watched it on the. It's on the flights. Like I should be watching it. I just haven't.
It's a super. It's an interesting take on ghosts in a weird way, even though it's black hole related.
Right.
It's got a little ghost factor.
Okay, I will watch it.
It's
on
super
Thursday.
creative.
On Thursday on the plane, I will watch it. I've been meaning
Where
to
are
watch
you
it for
going
a long
now?
time. I go to my Super Bowl weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You go to your Super Bowl weekend.
Got my Super Bowl weekend coming up.
You'll be back on
Smoke a bowl.
Tuesday.
I will be back on Monday, and then I leave Tuesday for spring training.
After the show, though. You'll join us first, right?
What if we tell you we have another meeting?
That would, I could just attend virtually, apparently. Yeah. Let's see what time that flight is. That flight is probably not going to be here. No. Yeah, probably.
So this is the last time we see you for about a month?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, maybe I can make it in for a little bit.
You're being mysterious.
Why are you being so mysterious? What are you, Fox
I'm going to
Mulder?
spring training.
Are you Batman?
Yeah.
There's nothing mysterious.
God, you love
I'm an
baseball.
open book.
Yeah, you are. You
know
are.
what?
Do you think you could get away with murder? I mean, you're a smart dude. You're a hardworking guy. You pay attention to detail.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think you could?
Oh, for sure.
You think you could?
No one would expect bonus.
Oh, well, exactly.
Isn't it something like 50% of murders go unsolved? So right off the bat, even if you're an idiot, you got a 50-50 chance of getting away with it, right?
Is that right? 50%?
I think it's something like that.
What? I think if that's the case, police only solve 50% of murders or something like that.
So right off the bat, John, and the average idiot, 50-50 chance.
Sure.
You're smarter than that. So let's give you 75-80 maybe. Right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the details matter in something like this, which is, can I kill anybody or do I have to kill a specific person? Because if I can kill anybody,
then it's way higher.
Then it's way higher.
Right. If you're killing somebody you're connected to, then it's easier to trace back to you. Right. But have you ever had the urge to just kill a rando?
Jeez.
No, not really.
Oh, not really.
I can't think of somebody.
Rando?
I'm trying to think. I've thought about this. I've thought about this with writers of famous shows.
On the Storm?
Oh, yeah. I want to kill the guy that made How I Met Your Mother as well.
Like, if you just in everyday life and you're a Hollywood writer or something, you just come across a despicable person. Mm-hmm. And then you just make sure that, okay, this show is going to be really good. I'm going to name the despicable or the villain in it, somebody that everybody's going to want to hate, exactly that name. Mm-hmm. Just so that person, that despicable person, has to go through the rest of their lives, and everybody knows that their name is Kaiser Soze.
Right.
Yeah, kind of like some poor guy named Kaiser Soze.
Pork guy.
Ichiro Idehart.
Wow. Oh, boy.
I think it'd be fun to have that kind of power.
I'm just throwing out names. I think...
Sauce, you do one.
Me? Me do one. Of a bad guy's name. Dennis Darkness.
I don't think he gets this.
Wait, you hate darkness?
You believe in a thing called love?
He doesn't like darkness.
It's supposed to be you're making a person that you hate in real life a despicable fictional character. So everybody hates the fictional character and connects the name.
Like Chad Abbott.
Is darkness one of your friends that we don't know about?
Yeah, is that Will's last name?
Is that Covey Core over there?
Yes, right. Write me into a show. Do you get this bit?
No, he doesn't. He's not listening anymore.
I'm listening.
He's just saying, I mean, what you're saying is just Sauce should write a radio show or a script. Or rather say a radio show or a script and name the villain Corey Coe.
Sure. Yeah.
So a famous one, something such that the rest of your life, everybody's like, hold it, your name is the same name as that despicable villain?
It's a lot like how Ernie McCracken said getting Munsoned, right? He turned that name into a term that everybody used. You don't want to get out there and get Munsoned. Right. Kind of the way we say meat sauced. He meat sauced it.
He meat sauced it.
We've attached laziness and quitting to meat saucing it.
Yeah, man.
Well, how come that guy just walked off the field? He meat sauced it.
Yeah, he meat sauced.
He just took his ball and went home.
Yeah, he'd had enough.
Wasn't about him anymore, so he meat sauced it.
Yeah, he quit.
Getting mad at your management at work would be bonusing?
No, they'd have to actually give out bonuses.
Yeah.
Wow.
How dare you? We got to stop this. Yeah. I got to be in my best form for this meeting.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday. They shouldn't have booked it on a Tuesday. This is our toxic day.
Where are we doing the meeting?
It's on a phone call.
Oh.
I'm gonna stick around here and do it.
Same. Because I got to do the compliance test first.
I've
So
already
what is
done
it?
all my compliance.
What is it about? A compliance test. We do it every year. It's basically don't swear on the air.
There's five of them.
No, there's five of them.
Ones, man.
Yeah.
There's five of them.
Forever.
I'm doing it right
there's
now.
five of them.
I'm doing it right now, too.
That is a terrible name.
What?
A compliance test.
Yeah.
Like, annually, you have to come in and say, let's see what we can get him to comply to. Let's see how far we can get him to go. Your compliance test is you have to...
Should I not have signed my name?
Lick a frozen light pole.
What? Bonus.
In there.
Licking a frozen metal pole.
That kid ended up in porn, right? The kid from A Christmas Story.
Yes, he did.
Kid that got his. I'm serious. The kid that got his tongue stuck to the pole ended up in porn later, as an adult. Which is fitting that he had his tongue on his on a pole and ended up doing porn. But it's a true story. Forget his name. Scotty something. That was wasn't Scotty his name? What the hell? Scott something.
Scott Anal.
What? That was his actual name?
That's his actual last name. I kid you not. I'm looking at it right now.
What the hell was that kid's name?
Anel.
Wow. You weren't kidding. Scott Anal. I'll be damned.
How ironic is that?
Yeah, how ironic is that?
He comes from a long line of anals.
Yeah, see, Scott Schwartz. I knew it was Scott something. Scott Schwartz.
It's not Scott Anal?
I misread
Might be his middle name.
That was his screen name.
Brilliant.
Yep. In the 90s, Schwartz worked as an adult.
It's fault.
Dave Schwartz probably too, but Scott Schwartz worked in the adult film industry.
Speaking of anal.
And behind the scenes in numerous administrative roles. Look at that. So he was on screen and behind the camera.
Yeah, man.
Wheeling and dealing.
Wow.
He's multifaceted.
Good for him.
You know what's funny is, so the guy sticks his tongue to a frozen pole in A Christmas Story. Goes on to do adult films. His Wikipedia picture is him holding a puppy.
Wow. What?
Well.
Got good PR.
Look at this. That's an adorable dog. It looks like a black lab or something. It looks adorable. I don't know if that's really... Oh, man, I forgot he was in The Toy as well. Remember that movie, The Toy?
Yeah,
Really?
he was a terrible kid in that movie. And that's a terrible movie. I mean, just terrible.
Yeah, it's
it's
very problematic looking back.
Yeah,
that was Richard Pryor.
Jackie Gleason basically hires Richard Pryor to be... You bought him to basically be his own kid's toy.
That's right.
Do whatever the kid wants.
That's right.
You're his human toy. And of course, by the end of the movie, the kid ends up, loving and respecting Richard Pryor's character, but
problematic. Not Jackie Gleason.
I'm reading the synopsis for this movie, and it sounds insane. They are unaware that members of the KKK are also in attendance. Like, that's a sentence.
What?
Now, think about this. This is a 2-part joke, but both of them are like, what are we doing here? The kid's name was Eric Bates. Bates.
Oh, right.
And they called him Master Bates. Problematic for 2 reasons.
Jesus.
This is a kid named Master Bates.
Right.
And, of course, because he has an African-American human toy, probably shouldn't call him Master.
Wow. What a weird movie.
Sure was. I've seen it about 30 times. It was on USA in the 90s.
Shocking.
All the time.
Right. Now you tell us.
That's what the meeting's about at 10.
I was going to say, I can hardly wait to hear you guys talk about it with the higher-ups.
Surprised Pryor agreed to that, but it was 1982.
Well, there was a message to it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Crack is expensive also.
Well, there is that. Front Page Sports is next. Power Trip Morning Show fan.
On Saturday, February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, it's the Pro Volleyball Federation's first All-Star match. The league's biggest stars will clash in a can't-miss event hosted in the Indy metro area, home of the Indy Ignite. Catch every serve, spike, and save live on CBS. Don't miss this historic showdown of volleyball's finest. The Pro Volleyball Federation All-Star Match on February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Be there.
Hey, everybody. Corey, he remembers her first name, but does he remember the last name of Jodie Foster's character in Silence of the Lambs?
No. I do. I don't think Sauce does.
I bet he does. Sauce?
Her last name, man.
You know her first name, right?
No.
Come on.
Oh, wow. He says it so dramatically.
Oh,
it's one of the most iconic lines ever.
Clarice.
Okay.
Right.
Clarice.
Starling.
You're very close.
Very close.
Starling.
Starling, that's right.
Look at that.
That's right.
Thank you.
So you just had to say
I just
it.
need a little help.
Yeah, just say it.
That movie's A+.
A+.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Very
Top
good.
5 all time.
so good.
Yeah, he's great.
How many movies, honestly, can concoct 2 unbelievable bad guys in the same movie, right?
That's
Because
a great point.
Right.
Lecter's the one that everybody remembers, but the true psycho in that specific movie is Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
just Lecter, a lot of Lecter's evil is before the movie and then obviously after, but it's he's psychologically evil, and then you get to watch the actual evil of Buffalo Bill unfold. Unbelievably good.
They tried to make too many of those.
Yeah, I never saw the other ones.
I have. I've seen every one of them. I even listened to, whatever you want to call it, like 3 different books.
So what? It's Red Dragon, Hannibal, and Silence of the Lambs.
That's right. Yeah.
Those 3.
Yeah.
What's the order? I mean, I know the order that they came out, but because one of them was a prequel, right? Is Red Dragon the prequel?
It, yeah. That's the prequel.
Okay.
The books go Red Dragon, Silence, Hannibal, Hannibal Rising.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Hannibal Rising goes back to his roots.
That's the one with Bane?
No. I think that, that's right. Oh, man, that's tough. You find out why he is the way he is. And it ain't a good story. It involves World War II, so you can imagine.
Bad childhood, too?
Yeah, it turns out he didn't have the best childhood.
What?
Hannibal Lecter.
Whoa.
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter.
He wasn't loved and cared for?
Yeah, not everybody.
He didn't feel supported?
Yeah,
and
he was
seen?
always picked to play on the team.
He was butthurt.
He never got a call about the meeting?
Nope.
Hello, Chad.
He was treated like a third-class citizen.
When did you get to third class?
I did. Is there really like 8 of these test things we're supposed to take?
I told you there's a bunch of them.
It's never ending.
Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Okay.
I like this tune.
Yep, Holiday Station stores for a very limited time. You can get 3 Pepsis for just $5.50. Those 20 ounces, mix and match any Pepsi brand you want. Our friends at Holiday, that's the place to go for everything. Holiday's the best.
He's the king of the podcast. Oh, John Bone is here.
Let's see, where should we start? I mean, that team sucks. That sucks. How about this? Ryan Hartman suspended 10 games for his cheap little play on Saturday against Ottawa, where he slammed that dude's face right into the ice.
Everything is chaos.
10-game suspension. That's throwing the book at him. 10 games
That's
without
a really
Hartman.
hard carrot.
He's going to lose $487,000.
Ooh-wee. Well,
don't slam people's face into the ice.
No, or do.
Like $1 an hour.
Yeah,
It's more than that.
Or just do it. Who cares?
Yeah.
He had it coming.
The Wild are at Boston tonight at 6 o'clock. Then they're home against Carolina Thursday.
Sweet.
They don't win at home.
No.
Be nice if they started winning at home.
Yeah, it's over.
That's weird.
On to Carolina.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett of the Cleveland Browns wants out. He is the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Requested a trade from Cleveland. He's 29 years old and has 2 years remaining on a 5-year, $125 deal.
Yeah, that's
What
that's
position?
He's a very good defensive man.
He has 100. I wrote it all down. He has 102.5 career sacks, and he was the number 1 pick in 2017.
That doesn't tell him what position he plays.
He plays like defensive end, outside linebacker.
John, he's one of those guys that he will be virtually unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer. Everybody but Lavelle.
Yeah, Lavelle has already said he won't vote for him.
Just because of the fact that he doesn't vote for people that request trades.
Yeah, he
that you should just play where you're told to play.
Yeah.
So it'll be 99.9%
He doesn't
for
believe
Myles
defensive
Garrett.
players should be in the Hall of Fame.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to get a lot, but he's owed a lot of money. And I'm sure you'll get to the Cooper Kupp bit. It's kind of the same thing where these guys are owed a ton of money, but you should be able to get something for him. I think Cooper Kupp.
Whoop!
I said cut.
You sure
Real
did.
close, though.
Cooper Kupp
Koopa!
will be cut. I think so.
Could you please say that 5 times fast?
No, I want to be at the meeting today.
There's a dumb button. We can get rid of it if you accidentally stumble.
Yeah, Myles Garrett will probably be traded, and he'll, I would guess, probably the
Oh,
Lions.
come on in. No, I'd like to have him. He's a giant man.
I would like to have him, too.
Oh, he's unstoppable.
He's unstoppable. And,
But, I mean, would he even have an opportunity to play here? Dallas Turner doesn't get in. Would Myles Garrett just not get enough reps because there's too much talent in front of him?
would you trade the 24th overall pick for him?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
I would, too.
I don't even know how old he is.
A,
29.
Thank you.
for multiple reasons. He's a stud, and B, you really would want to keep him from going to either the Packers, who need the help, and the Lions.
Man.
I mean,
Can you imagine him on the Lions?
Ugh.
They'd still lose.
or
in the
Kansas City,
championship game.
or Philly.
He says he wants to go to a contender. So
Right. Well,
I
the
think
Vikings are one.
everybody should be nervous about Garrett getting to Kansas City.
Yeah, or Detroit. That would be terrifying. So,
Would you be afraid?
yeah, I wouldn't be afraid. It's it's football. I'd be over it by 24 hours. But
But you would agree for 24 hours.
yeah, I think there's a really good chance he's a Minnesota
the
Viking.
flags at half mast.
No,
You think there's a good chance he's a Viking?
I do. Yes.
Are you willing to bet? My guess is you have sources, but are you willing to bet?
I do have a really good source.
You have a big old sore.
I'm
on
willing to
your
bet
face.
if you are. You
Let's
take the
bet-
Vikes, I
let's-
take the field.
Let's bet a Caniac.
Fine. I mean, obviously I love
How about I
Raising
get
Cane's,
the NFC North? You can have the rest.
Yeah, sure.
All right, you get the
Sure.
chicken
Yeah.
free anyway.
Well, that's what my wife thinks.
All right, cool.
All right, so that's the bet. Caniac bet. If Myles Garrett ends up in the NFC North, you win. If the other 28 teams, or I guess 27, 'cause
or
the
he
Browns
stays.
right?
If
then,
he stays, it's
then I win.
lose. Okay, cool.
Sure.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, he'd be great.
I like gambling chicken.
I also think Cooper
I like to watch him because they roll dice funny with those things.
Kupp, if he is released, will also be a Minnesota Viking.
The kiddo and I were watching this season of Survivor, And last night, it's the episode where the group wins chickens, right? Like Jeff Probst or whatever, it just gives them chickens. And then they get back to the camp and the group has to argue, well, do we just let them keep laying eggs so we have something to eat the next handful of weeks? Or do we just kill them and have the meat?
Winner,
and
chicken.
There's a couple of people that are like, kill them!
Jeez.
Kill them! And then there's a couple of the gals that are like, we can't kill the chickens, let them lay eggs. I love chicken. I can't kill a chicken on a beach and eat them, right? That's why I go to Raising Cane's. They do it for me.
Yeah.
You know
I
what you
can't
need
do
to
that.
Do you like eggs?
No, never had one. Never will.
You know what you need to do?
Eggs are great.
You need to choke the chicken.
Yeah, you might relax.
The chicken got out of the cage, so that's what the guy temporarily had to do was choke it and then
Damn right you did.
put it back in the cage.
They're doing that on
It's hard to put it back
network
in the cage,
TV.
Yeah, network TV.
Wow.
Choke it, baby. Hey, choke that
But
chicken.
it's out of the cage.
Yeah.
It's a bok-baking, baby.
It'll get you.
That is such a good show. It's so much fun.
I've never seen it.
I love the strategy. It's fun. And again, it's family friendly. Outside of the choking the chicken part.
Really?
Do you guys watch Big Brother ever, Corey?
No, I can't get into that one. I don't know what it is about that show that drives me nuts, but I've seen a couple of episodes and I don't know. I find it way more annoying. Maybe just because it is just Survivor in a house.
Just in a house, yeah.
It just feels like
less intense.
Exactly. It feels like it's a knockoff version of Survivor. Really? Rather watch The GOAT.
Yeah, I have not seen it.
I haven't seen Survivor in forever.
It's better than ever. Really is. Super Bowl Licks is Sunday at 5:30. The Eagles and the Chiefs. John Bonus's Eagles versus everybody else's Chiefs.
Yep.
Chrissy is very excited, probably.
Chrissy is very excited.
Does she believe they're going to do it?
I don't think she would say that because that would jinx it, but yeah, she believes it.
The Chiefs are 1.5-point favorites on DraftKings.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who I want to take. I don't think I can bet on this.
Why? Of course you can. I bet on dead horses.
Bet chicken.
I don't have a strong opinion on who's going to win this game.
I think Philly does. I don't think they can stop Saquon. And if they do, the rest of that offense is just too good.
Yeah.
On a neutral site.
Mahomes is pretty good.
I just can't bet against the Chiefs.
Right? Like,
I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's part of why I can't bet on it is because I don't think I can be objective about either of those two teams.
I am tired.
Oh, well, go to bed.
That's just you talking about the Chiefs.
I'm pretty tired.
We'll do what really matters after this. Scores and stats around the world of sports. Then Chris will tell you something more interesting than sports scores.
That's right.
Sweet.
I promise. I promise. Now I want chicken. I want a caniac. Power Trip Morning Show. After this on The Fan.
Everything is chaos.
On Saturday, February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, it's the Pro Volleyball Federation's first All-Star match. The league's biggest stars will clash in a can't-miss event hosted in the Indy metro area, home of the Indy Ignite. Catch every serve, spike, and save live on CBS. Don't miss this historic showdown of volleyball's finest. The Pro Volleyball Federation All-Star Match on February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Be there.
Heads up, comedy fans, the one and only Sebastian Maniscalco is coming to XL Energy Center. Get ready for an unforgettable night of laughter and fun when he takes the stage on Friday, February 14th. Check out our contest page for your chance to win a pair of tickets. Head over to KFAN.com, keyword contest, for your chance to win.
That's what really matters, right?
Here's what really matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports. In between, Chris will change your life with something else. We'll start it off with wild news presented by Catalyst and CatalystSupplyCo.com. Thanks, Catalyst. Boost your build with the great people at Catalyst if you're a Twin Cities contractor. We mentioned Ryan Hartman suspended 10 games for his little cheap play against Ottawa. But also the Wild traded Sammy Walker to Utah for future considerations. Oh, yeah. Hang on. How are you on top of that and I'm not? Let me start over. The Wild traded Sammy Walker to Utah for future considerations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Utah.
Give me 2.
What really matters, though, is this.
Back in the old West days, when there were a lot of brothels,
Oh, boy.
diaphragms were known as womb veils or Victoria's protectors.
That was her secret.
Well played.
And then those womb veils turned into garters, and then they turned into lacy outfits. And then somebody's like, why don't we just start a store that just sells underwear? Instead of all these diaphragms, these womb veils.
Womb veil sounds like a castle in a horny fairy tale.
It does.
That Hawk has seen but never gotten to the end.
Some land in Game of Thrones that you immediately forget the name of.
Yeah. Zip.
Yep. The Timberwolves lost to the Kings 116-114. Ant was back from his illness over the weekend, but shot 7 of 21.
Hideous.
Nas had a season-high 30. Nas was on fire, but the rest of the team fell short, even though the Kings are shorthanded because they didn't have De'Aaron Fox, as he's on his way to the San Antonio Spurs, and I think Levine's supposed to make his debut tomorrow or something. So the Kings technically were shorthanded. Sure, the Wolves didn't have Julius Randle, but we had enough to beat them. And they, at one point, were down 12, briefly took a 91-90 lead. We can talk to Marnie Gellner about it in a little bit, but whoops, couple of losses here in the last 4 or 5 days against teams probably shouldn't have lost to. 27-23 now are the Minnesota Timberwolves. They are in 7th in the West.
Yeah. Last night is just another example of they're just not that good of a team. They'll cling to 500 most of the year. They just don't have a closer. Last night, Michael Grady said that was the first clutch minute basket by Mike Conley all season. Your starting point guard should not have that, 50-something games into the season? I know Dillingham is raw, but Dillingham should start, but Finch has way too much confidence, and he loves Michael Conley. But it's just only Nas is the only one giving any effort last night.
9 hours ago, you tweeted, what a bad basketball team. Trade them all.
Yeah. And I said to Maxo before the show started, last night was one of those games where if you win and you get some momentum, you could think about life without Julius Randle. Naz Reid could start at the 4 and play very well with Rudy, but you lose so much depth. So, yeah.
9 hours ago, you tweeted, Ant should shoot more brick threes.
I mean, that's all he shot was brick threes.
21 shots for 21 points is not good efficiency.
No.
9 hours ago, you tweeted, maybe the NBA will hand the Wolves another superstar like they do for LA.
Yeah, I truly believe in that. Yeah.
But the problem was last night defense, right? They just couldn't. I mean, especially at the end.
There's 8.
They could not stop DeRozan.
I think
DeRozan
8
scored
consecutive drives that Sacramento scored, and the Wolves couldn't stop them. And I think at some point in the fourth quarter, the Wolves had 8 consecutive possessions where they couldn't score themselves, and that's the difference right there. Plus the stupid turnover at the very end of the game.
They were also playing behind the entire game, right? The Kings came out, immediately grabbed like a 12-point lead. I don't know how many points they had in that first quarter, but 30 plus.
I mean,
35,
I think they scored 70 40? Or something combined.
Yeah, I mean, it just felt to me like the problem with this team, which I didn't expect to see this year, has been defense as much as has been offense.
Fourth quarter defense specifically.
Yeah.
They can't close out games.
11 hours ago, there was a tweet that said, Luka Doncic has reached up to 270 pounds and the Mavericks were growing concerned. And you retweeted simply by saying, meat sauce.
So yesterday,
meat sauce.
My wife wanted to know how much our son weighed. We have a doctor's appointment on Thursday, but she just was curious. And I tried to put him on like an actual human scale. Mm-hmm. It just didn't work, right? So I got on the scale, looked at how much I weighed. Then I held him.
That's
and
the smart play.
Did the math, right? That was my sister-in-law and my wife's.
That's the way to do it.
Right.
Like just putting your son on a scale.
Okay, Mr. Science, we get it. But I'm not as heavy as I thought I was.
That was the end of the story. Oh, okay, good.
Told you.
But I'm real close to Luka weight.
That's a huge bitch.
What really matters, though, is this.
Great point. In Japan, the word johatsu means evaporated people. And those are people who choose to abandon their current lives due to family strain or work pressure or any other reason. And so-called night moving companies help them disappear without a trace and start a new life somewhere else.
Really? Huh. Really? Night moving companies.
Hey, speaking of Japan, this is one of those days that I wish we could play music. Chris, do you follow Tom Morello on social media?
Probably.
Tom Morello has a crossover hit with this band from Japan called Baby Metal.
Oh, dude, man, Baby Metal F's hard.
Dude, I had never heard of them, and
so sick.
Morello yesterday posted this video, and I'm like, all right, let's see what's going on here. There's these three gals, and it just shreds. He's doing the guitar, I guess, but still, what a ripper. I don't know what they're saying because it's in Japanese, but it doesn't matter. Just an absolute banger.
Watch their live show.
Really?
They're incredible. Yeah, man. I was so sad when I missed when they came here because, they've been shredding for a few years now. They got like
Baby Metal.
I bet Oak loves them.
Oh, Oak does love them, yeah. No, I've talked to him about it before. Because they're like Japanese pop idols, so they got the look of a Japanese pop idol and the dance and the choreography, but then they shred like they're Sepultura or whatever.
Yeah, during the break, you guys should hear it. I'm on board. I got to check out the rest of Baby Metal.
Yeah, let's listen to it.
Can't. Got to take it out of the podcast then.
After.
Oh, after. During the break. Okay.
I was listening.
Johatsu.
The Rams informed wide receiver Cooper Kupp that they will be seeking to trade him immediately as soon as possible.
Do you want to know another cool stat I wrote down?
Yep.
You don't have to. I get it.
Oh, I do.
I'm not wanting
You know
here.
me.
No.
I like the stats.
He likes it.
I like the statty stats.
He does. He loves them.
There are some statistics that I'd like to share with you now, and they are numbers.
In 2021, when KOC was his offensive coordinator, now this is 4 seasons ago, right? He had 145 catches, 1,947 yards, and 16 touchdowns.
Are you glad you got that?
Thank you. I appreciate that. What has been his injury problems for the last 3 years? Has it been the same thing?
His knees.
Always the same thing?
Yeah.
Knees?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
He's going to get... Oh. Was that... Do you said on my dad? That's a yes.
Woo! But what really matters is this.
Sorry, I tried to get statty with you.
All of us tuned you out except for Bonus. But Bonus cared.
You know what?
Bonus cared, though.
I'm glad Bonus cared because I love Bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine Knight.
Soul. Sorry.
Catherine Knight is the first woman in Australia to be sentenced to life in prison. She murdered her partner and then tried to feed him to his own children.
My God.
Yeah.
I was on board until then.
She now, by the way, has a leadership role at the prison she is in.
A leadership role?
Yeah.
Yeah, she runs the cafeteria.
Oh.
Paul, your hands up.
Woodhawk.
Yeah. I'm just going to say yes, I would.
Yeah.
I would. I'm going to tell you why.
And then Abby could enjoy a sandwich.
Yeah. Do us both a favor.
Do us both a favor.
Yeah, Chris could get the 2 things he wants: sex and then the elimination of his existence.
And the sandwich.
All right.
This is for you.
Why me?
Hey, I got you on video.
Yeah.
You did? Yeah, that lady loves to record her.
The Gopher men are at Penn State at 6 o'clock. How about this? Both teams 3-8 in the Big Ten. So you'd say, hey, these are 2 terrible teams, right? The Penn State Nittany Lions are 7.5-point favorites, and they're 3-8 in the Big Ten. Yikes. What really matters, though, is this.
That's one of those, just real quick, that's one of those battles for...
To make the tournament. To make the Big Ten
tournament.
Right, because the bottom 3 don't, right? Bottom 3?
Wow, is that new this year?
Yes.
Bottom 3 don't even make
that.
the tournament.
Damn.
Not everybody makes the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, it should be that way.
That game versus Washington was one of the important ones to try and make that, and so is this.
Because they were at the bottom. Washington was at the bottom of the Big Ten. You can't lose to that team.
You shouldn't be rewarded for being crappy.
Well said. Why do you get paid?
Brilliant.
I just sent you a text, by the way.
Perfect setup. Well done, Hawk.
Thank you.
I'm glad somebody. Oh, you sent that to everybody.
Yeah, I wanted them to know.
What happened to your hand?
All right.
Is that going to be your profile on the Zoom call?
Yep. Do you have anything to say? Sure.
Please leave that in here. Did you buy that?
No, I stole it. In 1540.
How?
Hi. Oh, shoot. In 1540, King Henry VIII entered into an arranged marriage with his fourth wife, Anne of the Cleves.
What? Anne of the Cleves? Is she like,
You said it like you were the Harvey Levin of the times. Anne of the Cleves.
What were
How
you going to
could
say,
that
Paul?
marriage be?
Do you have a thought?
Me?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Is she named after like does she have giant bosoms? Just a question.
Dissatisfied with her appearance, the king never consummated the marriage. In fact, Thomas Cromwell, who set up the marriage, was executed in 1541.
Not for that, though, right?
I don't know.
Pretty rough being a matchmaker back then. If
Yeah.
it went the wrong way and you set up a king with an unattractive lady, Anne of the Cleves, you got beheaded.
Yeah.
Violently.
I feel like
Although I
that's
don't
more
know
of
what
that story.
beheading is not violent.
Yeah, I mean,
There's not a gentle way to do it.
no. When do you think the last beheading was?
Probably yesterday.
Yeah, probably.
No, but in the United States.
I don't know that they have ever done it in the United States.
Oh, legal?
Like
Legal. Yeah,
government.
I don't know what you're
No.
into. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
How about in England?
I think the last one in France was like 1950 or something like that.
Right, it was fairly recent
Yeah, it
there,
wasn't that
right?
long ago, yeah.
Guillotine.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy, right? That'd be tough, man. I mean, I bet it's over quick, but the walk
Yeah.
would be tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do your legs even function?
That's a good point.
Right? How does the fear
Yeah.
not just shut down your body and cripple you?
It's a real good point.
When you know it's over.
Some days I'd be skipping the whole way.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I've even asked Hawk, would you rather have your head cut off or go to this?
In the audience. Be next. Be next.
I love it.
I volunteer.
More of what really
This is
matters.
me
John
walking toward
Bonus is here.
the guillotine.
This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
On Saturday, February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, it's the Pro Volleyball Federation's first All-Star match. The league's biggest stars will clash in a can't-miss event hosted in the Indy metro area, home of the Indy Ignite. Catch every serve, spike, and save live on CBS. Don't miss this historic showdown of volleyball's finest. The Pro Volleyball Federation All-Star Match on February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Be there.
Don't miss out on the Power Trip Morning Show when they take over Treasure Island on February 6th and 7th. Be there for tons of games, laughs, and great prizes, including Vegas trips to watch the big game. Book your stay using promo code KFAN for both the 6th and the 7th to save 15%. To get the full details and book your stay today, head over to KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
It's going to be sweet this Thursday and Friday. Thursday night off air at TI. Friday morning live broadcast from the Parlay Lounge.
Parlay.
First initials major of the year.
Hell yeah.
A couple of trips to Vegas to be given away.
What?
One of those rubes also gets to play on Friday, right? We draw a random name from the pile to play on Friday as well. So lots going on at TI. And then Chris's band Friday night. So stick around for like 48 hours straight.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It'll be fun.
Can't wait. Bones is going to be there.
No,
In spirit.
I'm sad to have missed it.
Yeah, I wish you were there.
You never go
Bones.
anywhere with us, brother.
Yeah, why don't you go anywhere with his brother?
Too. I went to London with you. I go to Vegas with you.
He'll go to Vegas with us
London?
this year.
I will.
He's not wrong.
I don't think you'll ever leave again because you've been gone too much.
When are you getting a dog?
End of April is the
Were you
plan.
writing a book about his pets?
I would love to write
End of
a
April,
book
middle
about
of May,
Bonus.
something like that.
I worship Bonus.
Could you just give us your best attempt at the first page? Go.
Me?
Yes, you're writing a book about Bonus. Go ahead. Written by Paul Lambert. Go.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for buying this
Kind
book.
of terrible opening line.
Hello. Thank you for buying this book.
I appreciate that you took the time to purchase this book. And if you're listening to it, like Chris Hockey might be, I miss you. Because I have been fired from iHeartMedia. I was not involved in the meeting. / wait, this book is supposed to be about Bonus. Bonus is a kind soul. He should be getting a dog soon. Right when you get work, hear ye, Steve. New dealer.
That story makes you sound stupid.
What, lady? Kiss it.
That's a better opening line.
Yeah, damn it. Well, as Bonus always said, don't go with your
welcome.
Don't go with your first draft.
To the book about Bonus.
Let's do more of what really matters. I'll do scores and stats around the world of sports. Then Chris will change your life with something else.
How weird is that?
That's crazy.
I just opened up Meta Book, or whatever the hell you call it now.
Meta Book.
And there was a video of a woman getting her head chopped off. It wasn't real, but it's just
Have you ever seen a real video of that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, World Star Hip Hop back in the day.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine that watches that stuff.
Yikes.
Can't watch it. No.
Will?
No, not Will.
You know, it was Will, I bet.
What's Will up to?
I don't know. Haven't heard from him.
In 30 years?
No, like 2 weeks ago, he was in town listening to this show and texted me.
If you missed it, yesterday we found out that Sauce had a friend that he went to Rome with.
No.
And he's never mentioned him on the show before because he hates him.
No.
Yeah, you drove to medieval times with a man that we've never heard of, and you talk about your high school friends all the time, but somehow a guy that was willing to drive to medieval times with you and Dav because you all loved the movie Cable Guy, you've never mentioned until yesterday.
That
So
had to
we
be his Vietnam.
we think you either hate him or he doesn't exist.
No, it was nice.
It had to have been.
Vietnam.
It had to be. Can
And
you
Chris,
imagine?
Chris nailed this yesterday. You don't even have a nickname
Don't
for
even have a
him, which
nickname
means
for
you
him.
didn't spend enough time with
God,
him
you
to come
hate
up with a
Will.
clever nickname.
No, we called him by his last name.
That's not very creative.
Darkness?
That's what you
Love
do
on the
if you
rocks
meet
with no
somebody
ice?
on day one. Your friends had 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon-esque nicknames.
Well, you don't have friends.
So?
Well, his name was Will, so we called him Willie Nelson, but then we shortened it to Nelson, then we called him Nelly.
Yeah, see, that's a good story. Yeah, we just called him Will.
And that reminded us of the movie Nell with Jodie Foster, so then we called him Foster Kid.
Who's watched that movie?
Nobody.
We realized that he really was a foster kid and it wasn't fun anymore.
And then he moved to Florida, and I haven't talked to him since. But our meat sauce impressions are getting terrible.
Terrible. I don't even like it.
Yeah,
I think Marnie's poisoned you guys.
The content is dead on, but the actual sound of it is falling apart.
So we called him Three Cheeks.
What? Why did we call him Three Cheeks?
I don't know. You named him.
Who, me? You had a friend with 3 butt cheeks and you didn't even bother telling us?
Come on, man. He had 2 cracks.
Wow.
3 cheeks and 2 cracks.
So then we called him Liberty Bell.
Oh, really? See, that's...
Oh, God, we got Will. Your nickname is Liberty Bell.
Yeah, what up, Liberty Bell? So,
what up, baby?
So Liberty Bell works in Florida now, right?
I think so.
Wow, you were really close with him.
I mean...
Does
he
he work
have
at
to
the
wipe-
Keys? Like,
Yo,
did
good
he run a
question.
radio station down there that you guys could go to?
Oh, that'd be great.
When was the last time you physically saw Liberty Bell?
And does he have to wipe both cracks?
Probably 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
You conspicuously dodged.
Yeah, what is your problem?
Hawk's question.
He doesn't have 3 butt cheeks.
Then why do you call him Three Cheeks?
I don't. You do.
Why do you call him 2 cracks?
I don't know. What about 2 chains?
Oh, great rapper.
Johnny Bones, I'm just going to leave this as a blank canvas, empty canvas for you.
All right.
What is going on with the Twins in the last week? Has anything happened?
Nothing.
I mean,
what is about to happen?
Nothing has happened this entire offseason. They have not yet made a major league signing. They have not given a major league contract to anybody or traded a major league player.
God, you should be pumped to buy their TV package.
How often does that happen on February 4th where the
We
team has
actually
made
just
0
answered
moves?
this question on the Gleeman and the Geek podcast, and the answer is it's not that uncommon. Every year there's 1 or 2 teams we think that, I don't know that we've actually done the research and stuff, but I don't think it's that uncommon that teams don't make a lot of moves because Major League Baseball has a wide disparity between revenues. And so there's almost always a couple teams that are cutting back at that time and doing that. That said, I expect them to make a move this week and sign a player. It will be a complimentary piece. It will not be, a trade that will excite or a signing or a trade that will excite people.
But why would it be, right?
Well, I mean,
so dark.
It's stupid, right?
Two things can be true at the same time. the first thing is that you can do nothing because of payroll, and that can be really frustrating. And the other is that it can still be a pretty good team. And right now, I mean, yesterday, Fangraphs, who's a great baseball website with lots of analytics and such behind it, gave its projections for Major League Baseball, and the Twins are supposed to win the AL Central, just given what they've got.
Yeah, but,
right?
Yeah.
They've got a lot of that despicable, terrible end of the season last year happened with a lot of young players on their roster. And you hope that you expect young players to get better from year to year to year up until the point where they start declining at about 28 years old. And they've got a lot of players like that they plugged into both the rotation and the infield the infield and the outfield last year. You would hope that they take a further step forward this year. So, I'm still excited about the year. I'm very excited to get to spring training because the high today it was 1 degree when I woke up here. But
sick brag.
But they have not done a lot. They have not done a lot because the Pohlads were keeping the payroll down because they're trying to sell the team. And
when's that happening? Tomorrow?
Well, I think the thought process is that they will have identified a buyer and we will know sort of that things are in motion by opening day. Now, I don't think that actual handoff will be done by then. But, all indications were going into Twins Fest that there is enough interest in the Twins and that the Pohlads are motivated enough sellers that something's going to get done here. I would not be surprised if by the trade deadline we have new owners, and that could make for an interesting trade
deadline. The end of July.
Thank you for your honesty.
I would hope it would be even earlier than that, but I would think by then.
Okay.
What really matters, though, is this.
Thanks, Core.
You're welcome.
Sea otters have a loose pouch under their armpits where they store some of their favorite rocks. And they use those rocks for cracking open shellfish.
Really?
Some otters use the same rock for years. They keep it like a prized tool in their loose pouch.
Really?
It's not just any rock. It's your lucky rock.
Yeah. Man. All I got was a rock.
Don't just put it in your pocket. Yeah. Then it just becomes a rock, which it is.
This is no country for old men, but with a rock.
It's no oceans for sea otters.
Mm.
Oh, that's sad.
Danny Ocean.
Yeah. It's an animal using a tool.
Yeah, man.
And keeping said tool and using it again.
In their loose pouch.
In their loose pouch.
How was your loose pouch, Hawk?
Not so bad. Tightening it up, getting some surgery. Gonna have a little
Who's doing the surgery?
A little trimmed off of it. Who's doing the surgery?
Yeah.
Caroline Kennedy.
You're thinking of John Kennedy.
Wow. No, I'm
Go
not.
for Women hosting Iowa Thursday at 7 o'clock.
Oh, well, come on in. Welcome.
They got their butts kicked by USC and UCLA in California, but they were the 4th and 1st ranked teams in the country. So now we can just beat the Hawkeyes at home. That's Thursday. What really matters, though, is this.
Infinitism is the what?
That's a lot.
Infinitism is the philosophical belief that knowledge can be justified by an infinitely long, non-repeating chain of reason.
Wow, say that again?
The philosophical belief that knowledge can be justified by an infinitely long, non-repeating chain of reason.
Zach, if you're listening, bring some of your gummies.
He has them on him all the time.
Oof. That's heavy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't really know why I'm justifying knowledge, but.
Well, you just stopped after about 6 words.
See what just
You
happened?
have to go on forever.
Yeah, why do you want to cut off your knowledge?
Paul, who was the first pick in last year's NFL draft?
The first pick in last year's NFL draft was Caleb Williams.
How do you know that?
Because I watched it and listened to it and studied it. Jaden Daniels was the second pick. Drake May was the third pick. See, infinite structure of knowledge.
You didn't. You talked for less than 12 seconds.
What?
You were supposed to go forever.
Okay, I can keep going.
Without repeating.
Without repeating.
Oh, I'm out then. I repeat everything.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that term.
Me neither.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to think about it for a while, but I'm busy.
Yeah.
Sounds like you'd have to think about it forever.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Man, that's crippling.
Oh.
How do you know 2 + 2 is 4? Well, and you can't repeat it. Yep. That's over my head. That's too smart for me. Somebody would have to explain it to me like I'm 5.
Yes. For a long, long time.
All right, the news is next. Marnie Gellner should be here shortly. John Bonus is here maybe for the last time in like a month and change because he's off to Florida to watch the Twins play catch.
Yay.
Marnie Gellner in a second. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
On Saturday, February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, it's the Pro Volleyball Federation's first All-Star match. The league's biggest stars will clash in a can't-miss event hosted in the Indy metro area, home of the Indy Ignite. Catch every serve, spike, and save live on CBS. Don't miss this historic showdown of volleyball's finest. The Pro Volleyball Federation All-Star Match on February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Be there.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This February, stay in and watch Glory starring Denzel Washington and Matthew Broderick, or the rom-com Breaking All the Rules with Jamie Foxx and Gabrielle Union. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
Delve into a world of secrets. The BBC's Global Investigations podcast, breaking major news stories around the world.
A BBC investigation finds that Mohammed Al Fayed, former owner of Harrods, was accused of raping 5 members of staff.
Mohammed Al Fayed was like an apex predator.
From the top of British society to the heart of global fashion brands.
The former boss of clothing brand Abercrombie & Fitch is accused of exploiting young men for sex.
Search for World of Secrets wherever you get your BBC podcasts.